So I'm going to ask you a big question.
Yeah.
Is this building haunted?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Close this window.
Paranormal Society of Ponchatoula visits Madisonville, Louisiana to do a paranormal investigation at Friends Coastal Restaurant. Friends Restaurant was once a small house built in the mid-1800s, later moved on the Tchefuncte River. Friends was known for their great food, party, bikini contest, poker runs, and more on the beautiful Tchefuncte River. Obviously, Friends not only had a bright side, but a dark side as well, due to paranormal activity. When closing time came, the hauntings started. Employees and customers have witnessed different types of paranormal activity. In late August 2012, Friends Restaurant closed due to flooding by Hurricane Isaac. Isaac made landfall at 6:45 p.m. southwest of the mouth of the Mississippi River and later brought flooding, destroying homes and businesses. Paranormal Society of Ponchatoula will be the first and last to investigate Friends Restaurant for paranormal claims before demolition takes place.
Coming up next.
Dylan interviews Rhonda, who used to be the manager of the restaurant.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Dylan.
Rhonda.
I'm with PSP.
Nice to meet you.
Rhonda, I understand that you're a manager here, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, for how long?
Well, I worked here for 4 years, and I was a manager for probably 3.5 of those.
Okay. And this place has been open as a restaurant since the 60s, is that about right?
That sounds right.
All right. And this is Friends Restaurant in Madisonville, and this is kind of part of something we've been asked to do by the chief of police and the mayor to sort of do an expo of the town in hopes to kind of draw some national attention to kind of do ghost tours. I don't know if you knew that, Pete. I don't know if you know the mayor, if you know Dave Smith.
Yes.
And they've asked us, and they've seen our work, and they've known us, and it's pretty flattering, you know. And so that kind of brings us to you. We've already done a little bit so far, and this is our second shoot that we're doing here. And so right now, I want to know the good stuff. Tell me, what's happened?
Okay. Well, most of the stuff happens like after everybody leaves and the place is dark and quiet and you're making your rounds and you'd hear footsteps upstairs, you know, and you know that there's nobody up there. So you go run up there, checking all the doors, making sure it's all locked up, and checking the bathroom, making sure that somebody didn't fall asleep in there, because that actually did happen.
I could imagine that.
So anyway, you know, as you're making your rounds, you would get just this feeling like somebody is right on your back, and like the hair stands up on the back of my neck, and you know, I would be like, oh gosh, this place is haunted. I can't wait to get out from the upstairs. Upstairs was the scariest. And when I was going down the stairs, I would literally hold on to the railing because I was afraid. I just felt like they were gonna push me, you know.
So you felt like it was potentially negative?
I did, you know, I did. On a few occasions when I was upstairs, I would feel like, you know, and it might have just been me creeping out because, you know, how often do you encounter ghostly people or whatever
That's right,
they are?
right.
That might have just been me. So I don't want to
Well,
say.
I'm kind of hoping, part of me is hoping that maybe they are kind of an angry spirit. That way I can provoke a little bit because it gets a little fun.
Well, go for it. I know they were.
But if it's a little old lady, I don't like to do it. But if it's somebody that's potentially angry, then I don't mind doing it.
Well, if it's the silk lady, I've heard some stories about her.
I've heard about her too, but I don't know about her in this building though.
I know, me neither.
But I heard there is a lady in white, and there's something about a child as well.
Yeah, I've heard that. One of the evenings, the patrolman around here, he had called the manager on duty at the end of the night, and he said, I know you're in there alone, but I just saw somebody upstairs. And so he came in with her, and they went upstairs, and there was nobody there. You know, all the doors were already locked, so, you know, he actually saw someone. I would
A policeman?
maybe, yeah.
Why would he lie?
Right.
Right.
I would maybe catch something out the corner of my eye, like a movement or something, and look over and nothing's there. Hearing things. The other stories were more like if I was going out one of the doors, I go to open the door and like the handle like you were on the other side holding it. Like you was pulling it so I couldn't open it, you know?
No kidding.
And I would try it, and then all of a sudden it opened like butter.
So you've had just a count, like several experiences here.
Oh yeah, well.
It's not a one-off thing. This is something that's a regular occurrence.
Exactly. And I even told the owners, I was like, you know, this place is haunted. No. One night I closed, and as I'm coming out of my office, the prep kitchen was right in front of us. So I would have seen if something would have been on the floor. You couldn't have missed it. You know what I mean? I leave, I come back the next morning, open it, and there was this jar of, I don't know, it was some kind of syrup that the prep cook would use that would normally be way on this side of the room. And if it would have fell, you know, because I'm playing this in my head, if it would have fallen, it would have hit this thing and then rolled onto the floor and dripped this gooey, syrupy stuff all over the place.
Right.
That's not what happened. That thing that was way up there ended up way over here and only spilled right in that spot. Like it was tossed across the room instead of, you know, and nothing else on that shelf had fallen. So
that's weird.
Yeah, that one was kind of creepy. And the owner was right there and he's going, you telling me you didn't see that last night? And I'm saying, that wasn't there last night. I would have seen it. And it would have set off an alarm, I would think.
The movement, yeah,
you know,
typically.
But it didn't. So as he's standing there debating with me that it's not real, this bag of flour that's sitting underneath the shelf falls over and just this big white poof goes up.
And he sees it.
Yeah.
So now what's he saying about it?
And he's like, okay, you know what? I think I believe you, you know, and yeah, it was, I get the chills every time I talk about these stories.
So I'm going to ask you a big question.
Yeah.
Is this building haunted?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, that's gold, guys.
Yeah.
So, and the stories, I mean, you've got your stories. We've got Dave. We'll probably put him on camera. And then, like I said before, when I've been here before, I used to be a patron of this place. And I'd come here and eat, and just one of the best views in town. And I talk to the bartenders like I do in most old buildings. And I ask if they've had experiences. And I can't remember anybody that I've talked to saying they didn't have an experience.
Yeah.
So this is gold. This is going to be nice. And especially because this is going to be demoed in 5 weeks. They're demoing the whole thing.
It's going to be huge.
I know, but it's still going to be sad to see our old place go.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're all going to feel that way.
And before we cut, you know, you said you're familiar with these shows and these types of things and hauntings. Something that's pretty consistent with buildings that are paranormally active is that anytime something modifies the dwelling, so if you're going to do like renovations or painting or moving things around, it seems to kick up activity.
Oh, cool.
So how about a building being destroyed by a hurricane? Do you think that modifies it? I do. I do. So, thank you.
Well, let me give you one more part.
Please, yeah. No.
Another manager we had on duty, he went up to go check all those, we had those French doors.
Oh, I know him, yeah.
Well, each one you had to make sure it was locked at the end of the night. And that was like one of the spooky things about being up there was so many doors to check. As he's going to check one, the doors next to him just started shaking like somebody was on the outside pulling it. He was a non-believer until that happened. And then,
wow.
Then he was up the alley with us.
How could he explain it away?
Exactly. So, and I hung I think it was a St. Christopher medal or something in the office, and it's probably still in there because I didn't take it down when
I'll go looking for it. I've heard that the French door story before.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I have. It should be exciting, guys. Concerns that I have might be the wind, some of the noises from the water, maybe boats, things like that. So we're going to have to make a really, really concerted effort to keep the doors closed, windows closed when we're doing sessions. Because if you remember the jail that we did, which is, I don't know, maybe a half a mile from here, we kept having that drawbridge. If you want to pan over, Kenny, that's it's an old turnstile drawbridge, and there's a steel grating. And so we're going to hear that all night. So we're going to have to discredit or discount that sound away from anything else. It'll be a little tricky, but it's definitely worth it. We're the only people to ever investigate this place, and it will never happen again.
Good luck to y'all.
Thank you.
What's on the counter, that big white cylinder thing?
Looks like serving trays.
That's a stack of about 100 plates.
Can you just like scoot them over?
I'll move.
Well, they're like blocking the view completely, so it's gonna have to be moved, or the camera's gonna have to be moved.
All right, let me try something else. Hang on.
What are they doing in there?
Going to the bathroom.
Cheyenne's scared of spiders. She's already pointed out about 5 of them. And there was a snake over there.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
I'm getting some battery drain. My walkie's almost dead.
Perfect. Right here is where the siding was at nighttime.
I'm gonna go to the one aiming to the rattling door.
A police officer was actually doing a security check of the boats and saw a figure up in the window. Called the manager on duty and said, is there anybody else in the building with you? Because they knew what time they closed. They said no. Perfect.
Who's that shining first?
All right, guys. So we're just kind of setting up right now. We've set up, I think, maybe about 4 or 5 cameras. We're downstairs at Friends Restaurant in Madisonville, Louisiana. And this is Dave. Now, I'm not sure at this point if you're going to have seen the episode we've aired of the jail that we did in Madisonville. We're going to try and do a 6-part series. But he's a policeman, and he works here in the town. He's actually an investigator as well. We kind of looked up. And even further beyond that, he's worked at this place when it was active and open as a restaurant. He was a manager here. And he's got something he was going to try and tell us. And I've made him intentionally not tell us just yet because I wanted him to tell us for the first time on camera. So Dave, after you.
Well, closing at night, we usually close the restaurant about 11 o'clock at night. And inside this room is our office where we did all our paperwork at the end of our shift. Well, we're the only ones left at the restaurant when we're closing due to the fact that we're dealing with the money and closing the registers. Well, late at night, I would always hear footsteps upstairs in our upstairs area, our dining area. And knowing that I was the only one in the building, I would go up there and there would be no one up there. And you would always have that sense that someone was always standing there watching you or next to you. And then when you go down the stairs, you always get that little cold feeling that someone was there. So I just kind of threw it off as just an occurrence. But then after speaking with the other managers and them having the same incidences happening to them, it became more evident that there was other stuff going on rather than just hearing noises.
So it's not a coincidence anymore. If everybody's having it happen.
Absolutely, it's not a coincidence anymore. It's actually occurrences. And then getting sightings of people when you walk down to the bottom of the stairs and looking up at the stairs and you actually see an apparition, a body, a full-figured body staring back down at you. Wow. Knowing that there's no one else in the building.
Whew. All right, we need some light for us so we can kind of scale down in here a little bit. Now, I've kind of already said, and it's a shame, but if you want to take and pan up, you can kind of see. I mean, this place is destroyed. As far as I understand, it got between 6 and 7 feet of water, not to mention whatever the surge was and the wind and things like that. And this was kind of the hot spot in the town. I mean, Friends Restaurant on the Tchefuncte is the place you wanted to go on a Sunday when the weather was nice. And they're gonna demo the whole place. They're gonna rebuild it, but this is the last time anybody's ever gonna be in this place that isn't an owner. So, you know, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's kind of sad. But as I've said before in sort of the pre-work, that anytime you modify a dwelling that is historically or understood to be haunted, it typically spikes up the activity. So I think if anything's going to happen in this place, it's going to happen tonight because of everything that's happened to the building.
I agree.
Anything to add?
No, absolutely. Everything is pretty much covered, and hopefully we'll get something on camera tonight.
It'd be great. Is this shit on all night? All right, now tell us what we're looking at right now, Big Dave.
This is the Saints players after the Super Bowl would come here and dine, and we would have them come back here in the kitchen and sign our wall. A lot of the names, from what I can see, have not there anymore due to the water that was in here.
But as far as I'm concerned, this is the last time in the history of anything ever this will be documented that they signed this wall.
Absolutely.
So nobody's ever going to see this again, right?
Correct. And I want to say, this right here, it was actually Aaron Cromer, who was a close friend of mine, came in and signed for me.
Love it. I love it. Was he bothered by the fact that you were bigger than him?
No, absolutely not.
Aaron Cromer.
That's it.
You can't really see anything.
If you get a little closer to it, I'm going to do this just so you don't fall forward, but go ahead. Yeah, you got it, man. Scroll down a little. We'll find a way to edit that in.
Yeah, that's Zach Street.
Oh, cool.
I want to say, that was Aaron too there. But no, because Aaron.
Yeah.
That's
It's
Aaron.
a different signature.
Yeah. That's Aaron Cromer twice. No, that's Zach Street twice. 67.
Okay. You're not hot right now, are you? Or you want to do it? You want to shoot the whole way? I'm going to do this for you because I don't want you to trip over anything. Here's the deal. We went upstairs, and mainly I just wanted to kind of find out if it was quiet, because we've got this drawbridge next to us and it's causing a lot of noise, and there's a lot of traffic noise and cars and things like that. Let me do this real quick. If we're gonna do a session and we're starting, I'm gonna do this on camera. Hey guys, we need you to sequester yourselves and be absolutely silent. Thank you. Super. Well, why are you talking then? That's how you do that. So anyway, so I'm up there and we sit down, and really nothing happens. It's quiet enough to where I'm pretty sure we can get some good EVP stuff. If there is, and if there isn't, there isn't. So we get up to walk away. We get to the foot of the stairs. We start heading down, and I hear a squeaking sound, like meow. That's a door or window or something, obviously a hinge. So I kind of bolt back up and I look around, and I see one of the windows are open. So I'm like, it's kind of windy outside, and it could be the wind, something, you know, I mean, it's an old building, it's about to be torn down. So kind of as a joke, I said, well, if there's someone here with us and you open that window, can you close it again? Can you close it back for me? And then suddenly, bam, slammed shut.
Did you do that?
I mean, not intentionally. So, slammed shut. Pretty exciting. Could have been wind. It'd be a pretty big coincidence though if it was. So we're gonna go back up and I'm gonna try and debunk it. We're gonna touch the window. We're gonna find out. Hey, what is that right there? Look through your window. Look through.
People?
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna see if we can debunk it. I automatically am gonna assume it's wind. But for it to close back after I requested it, I don't. Let's find out. Yeah, the window's closed. Oh, you son of a gun. All right, so basically, this is what it is. If you can look over there, you see those windows. See the bank of windows over there? We'll walk over to it, but I think it was the third window, maybe the second window from the middle. Swung. Now, do you hear any wind?
Oh, here's the bridge.
Okay. Let's go work our way over there. I'm going to see if we can make it happen again. If it's, look, if this window is so light that I can just touch it and it flies open, then it's wind.
It's quiet up here.
I know.
There's no wind.
I know. I know. All right, come on. Yeah.
That's the question.
Wind?
There ain't no wind up here.
There's wind out there. I don't know.
But it pushes out. It doesn't push us in.
I know. And it did this. So let's see. I mean, let's. I'll set you up a little light here. You wanna sit in the chair right there and shoot me? Well. Can you hear me through audio?
Yes.
Really loud?
Yeah.
Good.
I can hear everything.
Yeah. Is there someone in here with us?
Close again. Oh my God, it's open. Oh my God.
Can you close it back?
Oh my God.
Can you show me that you're here?
The wind's blowing and it's not even closing.
That's my point. That's exactly my point. The wind's blowing back and forth, and this thing hasn't moved an inch. It's not the wind that's moving it. I can feel the wind coming through, and it hasn't even shifted. There's something up here.
There's something up here.
No, this is different. Something's different up here.
Oh my God, there it goes again.
Some-
Every time the camera goes blurry like that, something happens.
There's something different here. If I sit right here,
You know what I keep hearing?
What?
Like, I know that breathing, and I keep hearing footsteps. I don't know if it's just me.
Close this window.
It's gone.
That's gold. That's fantastic. That's really great. Thank you so much.
I have a really bad feeling.
I don't have a bad feeling. I have a fantastic feeling.
I don't. I have a really.
You want to go down?
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll be back.
Shall I keep it closed?
You can kill. What?
It keeps going blurry. Like something's like in front of the
Wait a minute. Stop. Stop.
What?
I don't know.
Is it you? I keep hearing that. Face it towards the like a flashlight towards the stairs.
Is there someone in here with us?
Sounds like they just picked up an EVP through the camera audio. Listen closely.
Is there someone in here with us? Is there someone in here with us? We know that there is. I know there is. Every person that's ever worked here said they felt your presence. This might be your last chance to communicate with someone. Come on.
You can go first. We got the flashlight. I don't want to trip.
I don't want you to trip
I
either.
don't want nothing to grab me either.
Nothing's gonna grab you. Are you kidding me?
It happened before.
Yeah, but come on. Is that good enough lighting?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you fall forward, obviously I'll catch you, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is that pretty great? Are you kidding me? Like, how would that anything happen to you?
My blood pressure's up.
You're like 17. How old are you?
16.
You don't even understand what blood pressure is. Be quiet. Come on, we've done a lot of these. That was pretty good, right?
That's the best.
The best? Aw. That's so great. On command or not? Did it do it as like when I asked it to?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll let somebody else go.
Let's see what they get.
Watch.
Do you want me to stop recording?
Yeah, you can kill.
Yeah,
You hot?
get the audio. Go ahead.
It's going to be windy.
Go ahead.
All right. So we duplicated the experience on camera.
Where you going?
No, Cheyenne, you're a part of this. This is our fearless camera lady. And did it happen again?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
What happened?
No.
The window. On command.
It opened and on command?
Yeah.
Wow.
On camera.
Did it freak you out?
I wanted
She
to
would have.
leave.
She almost bolted.
I could have ran if I wanted.
Yeah, she almost bolted. So I can't wait to see and review. But and it's windy. But look, here's the thing. It would open a little bit, and you could hear the wind blowing and everything else. The window didn't move.
Right. That's weird.
Yeah.
You heard that?
I don't know what I heard, dude.
You should
It
heard.
sounded like somebody walking upstairs.
Yeah, I've been hearing that since
You heard
I
it?
walked out.
She heard that in the microphone.
I heard that in the microphone.
It was just, I just heard it up here.
I figured it was when
It
y'all were
like-
down here walking. I can hear everything in that.
I'm serious.
Kenny,
I've been hearing that. When the wind was blowing and the window was just staying there.
it had
still.
nothing. Yeah, the wind's not strong enough
The
to
wind
move it.
wasn't even moving it.
I don't know. It's footage. It's good footage.
Well, hold on, because I don't
Yeah.
even hear nothing from here.
Really? Because I did.
Yeah, she
Come
said
on,
she
what
heard
is this
footsteps.
shit, man?
That was creepy.
Cool.
You did good though. You didn't run.
I know.
So we'll see what comes up. That was nice. Really nice.
I'm scared.
All right.
You're fine. You did well. You did really
So
well.
do y'all want to go talk to these people on the boat? Or?
I'd be willing to if they're. Yeah, you want to go take a walk over?
Yes.
You want to go over with the rig?
Yeah.
Are we hot right now? No, huh?
Yeah, I'm burning right now.
You're hot?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go over. There are people that are docked, and they got this fantastic, beautiful boat over here. And they said they knew what we were doing up there, and they saw something weird. So let's find out.
Ask me if it's all right with filming.
I'll ask them on camera. Hello, hello.
Hey, this is Dylan. Dylan?
How's it going, guys? So you know we're filming a TV show right now, right?
Yeah.
It's a paranormal show. Yeah. And we'd like to use you on camera if you wouldn't mind. Would you authorize that?
Sure.
What are your names?
My name is Ray, and this is my wife, Missy.
All right, Ray and Missy. So you're saying that that window was opening only when we were up there?
Yes, it opened, and it opened quickly all the way.
Yeah, I know. We caught it on camera. We were freaking out.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was too.
Yeah, and the thing about it is we're up there and the window opens and I can hear the wind rushing through it and back and forth. I hear all the wind and the window's not moving.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, if something opened that window, can you close it back? Kapow! We're like, yikes.
Yeah, we saw that. One thing we noticed was a lot of times when the wind was blowing, like you just said, it never moved.
No, I know. I don't know.
It was kind of freaky.
There have been reports of paranormal activity at this place for 60 years.
Really?
Yeah. This was originally a house that was built in 1836. So, and they're about to demolish the entire structure in about 5 weeks.
We heard that.
So we've been given a very, very rare opportunity of doing a full-blown investigation and making a TV episode out of it. So, yeah. And so far it hasn't let us down. And I'm glad you guys, I mean, you guys have nothing to gain or lose from saying what you said. And it's not opening, is it?
No, it's opening right now. See?
With people up there. And we have investigators up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're shooting right now and it seems partially open. I don't know. But we've talked to people that have worked here, and it's literally every person that's ever worked here has had some sort of weird experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've eaten here before.
Yeah, I've eaten here, drank here. But I never had anything, you know, honestly, this is one of those ones that, you know, you always hear urban legends about hauntings and stuff like that, and we've been shooting this thing for a few years, and we've been on air for a couple of years. And this is a place that I've always heard was haunted, but you just never think to ask because nobody's going to ever let you. A lot of people feel like it could hurt business, you know. And then something interesting has happened that the chief of police here, Dave Smith, and the mayor, Pete, they've asked us to do sort of an expose on their town. And they've basically given us the keys to the city because they want to start to get, if they could, get a ghost sort of tourist trade coming in and doing ghost tours. There's more history here, honestly, than New Orleans.
Really?
Madisonville was an old shipyard, murder, death, all the bad things, like the Wild Wild West, like Gold Rush country. It was worse here because they would just dump them in the river. Yeah, it's pretty great. And it's one of those things where it's amazing and awful, you know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep shooting. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, can we keep watching?
I hope you do. And we'll come back if something else. If you see us come running out and jump in the river, then you know something real bad happened.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Stay tuned for episode 2.
What? Where? No, I just heard it run down the stairs. No are you kidding me? I just heard something run down the...
Find us on Facebook and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching our show.
He heard something, Kenny. I'm following it.